Hello and welcome to Vroom on the Commodore Amiga, and I had a request to review this from the S-Man 32 or the S-Man 32. Not sure how to pronounce that, but always happy to try and take on requests if people want me to review particular games. And I haven't played this for a long time, but I used to play the sort of sequel game F1. I used to play that a bit more. That had a bit of an evolution from this game. It had a split screen two-player mode and a proper sort of championship mode. It was a bit more refined, but still, we'll take a look at this one. Just got to remember what I'm doing here. I think racing will let us play any particular tracks. I can't remember what they are. We can have up to 6. Mouse control gives you a bit more precision in the controls, but I find it quite tricky. I'll start with the joystick. I'll leave it as manual gears. And I think that's about it, really. Let's have a look. And we're just doing a single race, so should be I think it should be a qualifying session, followed by the race, if I remember. Yep. I might have just blown the engine, so I'm starting from the back. Now, one thing you probably won't get from the video is the sensation of speed. It was really, it's got a really high frame rate, but it's probably a bit hard to capture it on a YouTube video. And you've really got to slow down for some of the big corners. Yeah, I think when this game came out, I think we were all blown away by the speed of it. But nobody that I knew was actually any good at the game, because it's quite a tough game. You've really got to learn the tracks and pay attention to where you are. And I remember you could go in the pits and there's some rather scary looking pit crew members, if I remember. But the graphics are great. There's a sort of mix between sort of sprite scaling and I think some of the tunnels are sort of polygons. It's quite a mix, but it's quite well done. The sound effects are great. So I've managed to overtake somebody. And things generally go quite well until you get to the sort of corners. Ah. The car can take quite a bit of damage. Oh, I must have just clipped that guy's tyres. Yeah, so I must admit, I always preferred sort of Formula 1 Grand Prix, a more sort of simulation type game than this sort of arcade approach, but this is definitely one of the fastest, in fact. Try and get in the pits. Yeah, this is scary. It looks a bit like Freddy Krueger. All these things a bit scary anyway. Yeah, I'm generally rather than all arcades. So again, this is a bit of a hybrid between the two. Not 100% successful, but in terms of its exhilaration, it's pretty hard to beat. But it takes a lot of effort to master the game, I think. If you want to, you know, I quite like picking up and playing it, but in terms of mastering the game, I think it's quite challenging. And I used to prefer, as far as arcade races go, you know, I prefer Lotus 2 or something a bit easier to control. So yeah, that's Vroom for you. Pretty good game when it came out. I'd say probably one of the fastest racers you'll find on the Amiga, but yeah, it does take quite a bit to master, quite a bit of effort. So it's definitely got some long-term lastability, and there's no doubt about that. Yep, I'll give this 8.5 out of 10, I think, because it is a pretty good game, but just I say it's not easy to get into. Right, that's all for this video. See you in the next one.